What would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm a 10.
A 10?
Yeah.
That's like flawless though.
Yeah, I am flawless.
You're flawless? Okay, so like what, like let's be real this time. All right, so like on 1 to 10, like for real, like realistically, what would you rate yourself?
A 10.
Yo guys, what is going on? It's Hiran here, and today we'll be talking about how some modern women think that they are a 10 when they're not. And for the sake of this video guys, we'll be covering a YouTube channel. The name is It's Complicated. It's a really great channel. I recommend you check it out because it has some amazing interviews. With that being said, let's get down to business and let's see what these women have to say.
Who is better at self-improvement, men or women?
Women.
Self-improvement, definitely women.
Okay, rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10.
10s across the board.
10,
Oh, period.
Immediately. Like 10 across the board, 10 period, 10 undoubtedly. Right. Talk about being humble.
Okay, isn't saying you're a 10 admitting there's no room for improvement?
No, not at all.
Isn't the first step towards improvement admitting you're not perfect?
You're right.
Yes. We were perfect. We just said
We
we
just
were
said we're 10s.
That doesn't. You didn't say that being on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being perfect.
Facts.
Well, what would be perfect then? On a scale of 1 to 10?
There is no perfect, really.
Isn't the first step towards
So you are perfect, but at the same time, you are constantly improving. Can someone make sense of that?
improvement admitting you're not perfect?
Yes. Yes. 100%.
So then why would you admit that you're a 10, which is perfect?
Because you should feel in your own way that you
Yeah,
are perfect
you
because
should
that's
embrace
confidence.
that because that's manifesting that you are a 10.
12.
Isn't saying you're a 12
Guys, will you see this girl? Would you rate her a 12? Not to be an a-hole, man. Not to be, you know, mean to this girl, but come on, man. A 12. Like, what is going on, man? What are these unreal? You know, do you live in Disneyland or what?
admitting there's no room for improvement?
Which, by the way, go on the streets and ask 10 random men what will they rate themselves, and see how many of them tell you they're a 10. Ask the same questions to women and see the difference.
Ooh, you got me. No, that doesn't.
No, because I mean, the universal scale.
You gotta
Yeah.
speak in the microphone.
Is it universal scale? We're talking about like 20, right?
Right.
So like, there's always room for improvement. We just think highly of ourselves,
Yeah.
but there's always room for improvement. We just think highly of ourselves.
Well, isn't the first step towards improvement admitting you're not perfect?
No, it just means that there's room to grow, right?
Yes.
It just means that
the
there's always
room to grow.
I didn't say we're perfect. We just said we think highly of ourselves.
Okay, but how highly is too highly?
There's not a limit. There's not a limit.
There's never
a limit.
too much.
You don't. There's not a level to where I think so highly of myself that it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
It's not there.
I think everybody should think highly
Yes.
of themselves.
You should too.
All the way
Yep.
out in outer
You
space.
should have the most.
Yes, you're correct. Indeed, every person has to think high of themselves, but there is a difference between thinking high of yourself. Wait, guys, don't be scared. I'm going to do a little jump scare, okay? Bob, there I am. There's a difference between thinking highly of yourself, you know, having ambitions, and being absurd, being insane, right? For example, I can say that I am ambitious, you know, I can say that I'm ambitious, I want to earn money, I want to, you know, have a good job, etc. That will be, you know, having high expectations towards yourself. But I cannot go on the streets and say, yeah, I'm a millionaire, I'm a billionaire, because I'm not. You see, there is a huge difference between just respecting yourself and living in Disneyland. Right? Now I'll fade out of existence again so you can check the video.
Okay,
high in the sky.
what is more attractive to you? Somebody that's down to earth and doesn't take themselves too seriously, or somebody who walks around and thinks they're all that?
I like both. I mean, no, I would.
It's like a mixture of both.
It's like it is a mixture of both. You want someone who thinks highly of themselves, but
Also knows how to. Yeah.
Well, how can you be both?
Yeah, but also not like you who think you are a 12. Guys, that will be enough with this video. Now, let's check a Reddit story. This will be the first time I will be reading a Reddit story. So, please give me feedback if you like the idea. The title says, I told him I was tired of taking on the mental load of managing our relationship, and he said, tell me how I can make it up to you without even kind of seeing the irony. This type of thing will be said a lot. Tell me what you want me to do. Tell me what you want to hear. By the way, I forgot to mention, but this is a woman. You know, the author of this Reddit story. I continue. This is the equivalent to hearing, just make me a list after you ask him to help with meals and household upkeep. So not only do I have to get hurt, bring it up, manage the conversation so it's healthy and productive, but I also have to tell you how to fix it and what to say. Have some agency, get a sense of self, act on your own accord, and navigate the consequences of being yourself like every other person on the planet. Guys, let me give you a tip I've learned from personal experience. Don't ask women these kind of questions of, what can I do so you feel well? Or, tell me what you need me to do. First off, because sometimes they themselves don't know what they want, or even what is the problem. And I usually always add, some women, but not in this instance, because I think that all women have moments in which they don't know what the problem is. And I don't think that is something necessarily bad, I think that just the two genders operate differently. The worst thing you can do when you have a problem with your wife or girlfriend or partner is ask her those kind of questions. Just do what feels right to you and what you think will solve the problem, and that's it. It's okay to receive feedback on whether you're doing it right or not, but just don't go and be constantly asking, hey honey, what do I do now? Because it's a turn-off for women and it pisses them off, as you can see in this Reddit story. Lead the relationship, be decisive, because that is what women want in a man. For him to have direction and to be a problem solver. If you have a problem with your girl, try and do what feels necessary and learn from how it went. Don't be having these conversations because that is what we've been taught to do, right? Yeah, we're all the same. Just talk things out. Just solve everything through conversation. Just speak your mind. No. No, guys, we're not doing that. We're not the same. This is the way men operate. You know, if they have a problem, they will say, I want X done in order to fix the problem. And when you do X, then the problem is solved. With women, it's not the same. Pick where you want to have dinner. Pick a way in which to solve a problem. You give the ideas. You give the answers. Don't be constantly asking women what they need and what they want as if they are your manager. And trust me, it will work out great. Not only for you, but for her as well. Because I see many men thinking that they can solve the problem just by knowing what their woman wants. And I've been guilty of that too. It never works. And I can sort of understand it, you know. That is the way that, again, that is the way that we've been taught. At least I, you know, when I was younger, that's the way they've been teaching. But if you've had any relationships, I'm sure you've gone through that. Where you say, okay, just tell me what you need, you know, just tell me what the problem is. And you never get an answer for that. You know, you never solve the problem after you ask that question. So guys, that will be it for today. Just lead, okay? This is what women feel attracted to. This is what women naturally desire in a man. They don't want a man who is constantly, you know, having doubts and asking about everything. You know, they don't want to feel like they are your mother. So with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. Let me know down in the comments if you like these Reddit stories. I think they're pretty educational. I think we can learn a lot from them. But yeah, thank you again, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.